Hi guys, so today we'll review the We Are Memory Keepers mini evolution plus all the stuff that it came with off of HSN's craft day. So it has a mini stamping tool, it has the stamps, it has the plates that you're going to need for cutting and embossing and those kind of things with your mini evolution. Okay, wow. It has some embossing folders and some are cut and embossed. It has paper so you're ready to go, which is kind of cute. It has this little tool and it has some dies, just extra dies. And I showed you the box because that's how it came packaged, so that's kind of why I put that in the image in the shot. Otherwise, I would have shown you a prettier box. But anyway, so this is a little tool. We'll talk a little bit more about it when I readjust my camera, and I'll grab some inks and we'll get started. Okay, so the basic little machine is just this. You can see it has this little handle, it has a little rubber grip. That's soft rubber. Looks like it comes off maybe if you want to clean it or something. It has a little bit of a rubbery grip here, so when you hold it down as you're working with it, even though it does have a suction that latches into place, I suppose, like that. Let me see how good that suction is. This is obviously a cutting mat, but well, it picked up the cutting mat for a second and then it fell off, so I may not actually, I'm just going to have to hold it basically. You can see it has two rollers in there. And then you have your little plates here. So you can buy extra plates. I think on HSN they're $12.95 or something like that for an extra plate set, which maybe I'll pick up if I end up keeping this guy. So we have the C plate and your and a B plate and an E plate. So I guess the E plate is a little bit thinner. There's E, B, C. For your sandwiches, and then it comes with some instructions, not too many, but basically if you're going to die cut, you need your B plate, the die, your paper, and the cutting plate is actually C, which normally you don't cut on one of these plates, right? So C is the cutting plate. I do have their big evolution. Actually, I have it when Letterpress owned it. Lifestyle, I can't remember the name of the brand, but it's basically the same. They took it over, is what it seems like. So I have the larger one. I just never use it because I use other items, but I bought it on clearance one day at a Aaron Brothers or something. But anyway, the embossing plate is going to be your B plate, the die embossed folder with the paper inside, and then embossing plate E. So for that you use the two little clear ones instead of the big C one. And then they're just telling you all the different information for using their little plates that cut and emboss and stamp at the same time, which is kind of interesting. Some of these do. So let me read this over a little bit better. So basically that's the whole point of this kit, is like, I'll probably use their little paper since they're already cut down to size. And they have your little mini press. I just said mini press because it's called a precision press. I reviewed the big one not too long ago, the new one, and it wobbles. Like, you can move it so that your stamping is going to look like double when you actually go to use it. So it's kind of a pain in that it's not really that precision. But this little mini one might work a little better because it's small and you can control it a little better. So the whole point of this thing is that you have these folders that cut and stamp, or cut at the same time. Kind of interesting. So it has the embossing. This one says cheers, and then it's going to cut out these little things that you can then use to make like a 3D kind of effect. And this one has like a little balloon with the little thing here. So what happens is when you stamp this, you have a whole plate that you can stamp that you're going to use the press with. And then in the middle here, there's extra words that you can put in there. So like thank you, happy birthday, just yay, you can put that in there. The cheers one has I thought that one had words too, but maybe not. So the party one, oh yeah, so it has like other words, sending. Anyway, we'll open this up obviously and get that going. There is an embossing folder just so that you can emboss with this. It's going to make a little piece of embossing, so there's one. And then, like I said, the individual dies. So these have like little balloons if you want to use those for other things and things that coordinate back to this. So the auto ship is going to have the same thing. I think every month you get 2 of the embossing folders with like some extra stamps and all that to make cute new things. So let me grab some ink and then we'll get started with this. Okay, so after reading over these instructions, which there are many, it's telling you kind of how to align the stamps, how to, you know, put your paper, what you're planning on doing, and then you go from there. So let's see what happens. So I opened up the little press here. I'm gonna take this out. And then, so what happens with these guys is you have this whole stamp set here with the celebrate, party, hooray, all kinds of extra things, the words that you can plug into your stuff. It has this here, which again, you can add in whatever sentiment you want. That one's just going to stamp over that or under it. This is where you would put your little word, and hopefully it's darker than this because these kind of layer up like this. So whatever word you put in here, it has to be dark, obviously, to compete with that background. So I'll use this one first because it's the most complicated. Well, maybe not, I don't know. These are all very complicated. It's kind of a lot of work. Let's move that. I'm going to use one of their papers that is already cut and here, ready to go. It's like a cream color and a white, so I'll just use the white. I don't know if this is 2 sheets. It is. I was going to say that's really good quality paper because it was super thick, but I was wrong. So you're going to butt this up right into the corner. I think it's my husband's phone. I don't know where it is, but it's been loud all morning. Okay. They show to use this one first. Yeah. So let's open this up. And you're not going to put the sentiment in this one. You're going to use it on another one. And then I was thinking about it. This is probably best used with, like, hold on, align holes of top of plate with pegs at base. Okay. And then this guy has notches, so those notches are going to align. I'm holding the paper down. They did not have a magnet on this one, so I'm trying to hold the paper right up in there, and you're going to place that. Not the easiest thing to do, I'm going to tell you guys right now. And then we're going to take this and press it down and pick it up, okay? So that's how you know that your placement is going to be good. Now, you have to ink up your stamp. Okay, sorry about that. So, we have to ink this up. Now, I got one of these little towers, and I'm not even sure if these all work, because this is super old. I think I bought this in the 90s. No joke. It's a Martha Stewart one. But if you had full-size pads, it's going to be a little bit hard to ink these up. And this is all the colors are in here. They're light colors. So I think what I'm going to do is make, like, the balloons, like these light colors, and I don't know, maybe stamp the words in the brown. So, okay, so let's, you know what, I think that darkest one should go in the middle. So I'm going to ink up this guy, and these are pigment inks, so they're kind of thick and chalky. There's that one. Ink up this guy. And then this little spray area here. Maybe I'll do it in this green color. I don't even know if this works. Yeah, it looks like it has ink. That's good. It's a little bit messy. Hopefully that doesn't make a problem for us. Bring this back over, make sure my paper is aligned. Put this right down in your little press. And push it down. So I'm just going to make sure to really rub those areas. Of course, if it doesn't do it, you can stamp it again. Pretty good. Now, it's light because of my ink, and I'm just going to leave it that way, okay? Because, well, we'll try to do that green again, just to add a little more. I just re-ink the green area. Okay, that's a little bit darker. So now we're done with this, and of course I'm going to take it to get cleaned off. And now we're going to put this guy down. And again, you're going to put him down on your paper. I'm kind of holding the paper with my finger back here so it's not moving as I'm trying to align this. And that also kind of gives you another chance to see if that is aligned, if that's where you want it, you know, because you can see if your paper kind of shifted, you can kind of make adjustments now. And I'll put this on here, push down. Oh, you know what? I forgot the sentiment. Let's do that again. Darn it. I guess if you didn't want to say anything, which would be weird, you could just do that, but we want it to say something, right? Okay. Now I'm moving the paper. Okay. And then we're going to go back to that big one and just say, let's say it has two from, thank you, happy birthday, yay. The other one has birthday, holiday, sending, because it says celebrate. Wait. It says cheer. I'm not sure what these other ones are for. They're just extra stamps, I think. I don't know. I have to look at that. Okay, so I'm just going to say thank you because we always say birthday, so let's do a thank you. And then the words are going to be facing down, obviously, because you want it to stamp, right? So let's place that in that little groove. Oh my gosh. I want to make sure this is lined up right. I guess it's close enough is basically where you get at this point. Okay. So now we got that. And like I said, I want my balloon to be the darker. So it's the one in the front. That one's nice and juicy. And then this dark blue, I think, can be the stems here. And the bow down here. then the word thank you, I guess I'll do in brown. And let's try this out. Put that there and push down. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to rub that in there. Not too hard. Oh, this time it's stuck to my paper, so. Oh, that's actually pretty cute. So there it is. That's all you're gonna do with your stamping. There's the different layers and all that. I'll put this to the side for now. And now we're gonna cut it out. Let me see if I missed anything about this. Basically, obviously, you're just gonna put it in there with your die, run it through with the embossing plate and base plate. And there we go. So let's see. So obviously it's this one. And the other day I did this backwards when I was trying to emboss something else, so hopefully I don't do this wrong. Yeah, it shows you there that the die should be on top. And how do you know it's centered in here right? Huh. There's a little bit of a groove on the side here, so maybe that's how you know, and you can kind of eyeball it. I guess that's pretty good. And we'll bring this over, and we're using the 2 light colored plates. And okay. Since I don't have this stuck down to my table, I'm kind of just putting it in there and using my hand to kind of push it in there. And it's going. I'm using the back of my thumb to help me push as I'm turning, so this should just, at this point, should have caught, so that's fine. Oopsie. Sorry, there's a lot of movement, guys. So there's a little bit of give on either side of the plate, so that's why if your plate, like mine was, a little bit crooked at the beginning, it'll still go through. Now let's see what we have. I'm not gonna lie, look what it did here. It like pushed into the side of the plate. I don't know if you can see that. The plastic over here is fine. This side got like mangled in the machine. And I tried to line it up as best I could. Very cute little item here. You can take that out. There's your little dude. Now this one, basically, like this one cuts out a tag. So this whole thing is say cheers and it's gonna be like a little tag. And then it has little pop-up stuff. With this one, you're gonna wanna put this like on top of a card. So let's say you had a card ready to go and this is your focal point or a gift tag or gift card. So it has like these little marks and basically you're supposed to fold on those little lines. So back and then forward. And this one too, back and then forward here. Hope you can kind of see that. So when you stick it down, you can glue it here, and leave that middle part popping up. And basically that's the whole gist on this thing. So hope you guys learned a little bit about how to use it, what it does, what it looks like. Oh, it says that depending on your ink, you may have to clean your embossing folder, but mine's ready to go. It's fine. And that's it. So, you know, that's what it does. So thanks for watching, guys. Pretty good. I don't know, like I said, why it chewed up the very side of that folder. I'm kind of concerned about that because what about when later I want to use it? Ew, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to want to sit in here real well. As you can see, it literally just clears that. So if it moves at all, that's going to happen. This is going to stay here forever because there's no way for it to go back in. That's kind of a bummer. But there is, like I was saying, there's give on either side. As you can see, there's a little bit of space there, a little bit of space more over here. So as it was pushing through, it like mangled this side. So we'll see. If I keep it, I'll think about it. But thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you at the next one. Bye now.